Hi guys, sorry for my microphone. Today I will try to show you some projects from Unreal Engine Market, which you can use and will work fine. Another project which you may purchase from Unreal Engine Market, but will be you will not be able to use, so you will lose just the money for it. This is my library. Some projects from here I purchase and other projects I get for free, monthly free from Unreal. Now the first one which I want to show you, which work fine and perfectly, and I am happy with it 100%, is this project what you are seeing now. Now let me show you where is this project, how to find it. There it's called First Player. Let me type on the search bar. Not this. Okay, I will show you that also. But what I find here already, some project which is better not to try. So remember, not to try is this first-person shooter kit, which is was a discount when I find it for nearly 27 or 30 pounds. I was happy for it because the original price was like a 40 or something. But when I import in, when I see that the animation for the first player, I mean the legs doesn't run well, it's just like more like static legs, then you may say now, okay, it's first player shooter, so I don't need to see his legs. But the problem is that if you import the enemies and you want to see the enemies running, or how the walking or movement of your enemy on your scene will be very ugly, then it will be more like, you will not be able to use it. Then if you try to exchange that mannequin from there with a different mannequin and apply for that mannequin different animations, that will be quite difficult to do, because he doesn't use Unreal Engine mannequin. He is using a different type of mannequins. So then after you will end up sad. Second thing is that all the time when you in time of game trying to play, the engine will crash, then will kick you out from it, then a lot of errors. So my advice to you on this, don't buy this if you find first person shooter kit. Now let's go back to show you more. Another which one you should not buy. First person oh, this is on the market. I should go to my library, sorry. So okay, first person character controller. Okay, let me try to go there. First person, no, this was free. I don't even try. It's not this about, it's about only about market. No, I'm not angry about free things, because once it's free, even if it's not working, I can't be angry for it. I didn't lose nothing, blah blah blah. But I'm looking to show you which you should not buy. First person story. This is one more another thing. Now let me try again. Third person in my library. Okay, this one. Also this I find for only 11 or maybe 17 British pounds, which was quite happy I was, because I say, oh wow, this price. I should look also on the rating here, because you can find also on the rating how many people bought, what rate they give. This is very important to find, how to find the assets better working. But even some of the projects here you can see better rate, but I don't know why, because it doesn't work fine. Anyway, so this one is called FP and TP shooter pack. With this you will not be even able to play. I mean, you spin around solo. There are a lot of AI, but no useful. And they said there you have a friends AI and also enemies AI, but as a beginner, when you try to play this game, this project, I mean, without any knowledge, just started, you know, will you will not be able to play. I mean, like nothing. You'll just spin around like an idiot around that area. These guys will be like stunned, like that, no moving at all. How to wake them up, you will not know, and things like that, and have no something like informative, like you should do that or that. Have no tutorial. It's just like documentation. Click here, but in documentation doesn't show a video to show you exactly how to it's just say the V is for pickup, for change view mode, blah blah, but when you try buttons there, you'll see just you shoot yourself nothing and nobody die, and there's nothing. So my advice to you, don't try it. Yeah. Now let me go back to my library again to see what's more there. You know, I purchased a lot of things and I am quite disappointed with it. Now, if you try to purchase zombies, if you look for zombies, my advice to you, this pack of zombies are damn awesome. I mean, all of them works fine with a mannequin from Unreal Engine 4, and you will be able to use them as a zombie pack, or even like they have a separate hands. So if you can put also, if you have some soldiers on your scene where it's shooting on you, and you can exchange the soldier head, there you can bring this head to put on that soldier head, so to make like a zombie army or things like that. So my advice to you is better to try to find this guy and to purchase, because his packs are very cheap. It's like 15, maximum 20 British pounds. Then this is the guy which have a lot of zombie things there. So I purchased this, work perfectly. Also I purchased this pack which work perfectly. Then I will purchase more in the future from him. I want to purchase this fat guy and the female, the many almost of them I want to purchase because look, the price is like 19 pounds. Before it was like 15, now it's 19 or whatever. This is 14, you see. So you can go there and purchase if you need zombies. If you type now zombies, zombies, okay, zombie, let me try my computer doesn't want to say. Always when I write in Unreal Engine words, doesn't come fast. ZOMB. Okay, zombie. So if you go like this, zombie, will come many other zombie from different people, and you will see this zombie. It's 48 pounds, but it's only one zombie. I didn't try to see how it looks, because 48 pounds only for one character, to me is you know, when you create zombies, you think about, I mean, you create to be a lot of them running after you and things like that. So try to think about, you will need at least maybe 10 or 15, 20, you know, at least 20 to run after you, to make that game to look like, you know, cool. And to pay 48 pounds, British pounds, only for one character will not be cool. So maybe those, because they have different clothes, you can, and different heads, and maybe you can put some lady's hair in his head to create a lady in ZBrush if you go and exchange. So my advice to you, if you need zombies, go to this guy, Studio New Punch. Also what this this was like before, I can see like for 20 or 30 pounds, then after he go down to 7 pounds, and now is 0.6, I mean not even a pound for this. I will try, but I may be not successful because I see some complaints on the YouTube about those zombies. But it's zero. Let me add to my cart. If I lose, I will lose just 2 pounds, and will not be that big deal to lose only 2 pounds for a zombie. But I don't know if it works with the mannequin from this is very important, should be working with a mannequin from Unreal Engine. You know, if they are not working with a mannequin, then after will be a big problem. But anyway, 2 pounds is just like buying a sandwich, so I will put this on my card also. Okay, now let's go back, because I will not purchase at the moment this, because I need to put some details of my bank account down. So if you're looking for zombie packs, you'll find more other things here, anywhere. Oh, bam, some different prices, like this is 28 pounds, this one is 67 pounds only for this character, and only for this. It looks okay. I don't know if it's a mannequin there. I mean, if you can use Unreal Engine mannequin directly, if it says something on the description, but no description about the mannequin. Psychic, animated, no animated, rigid, yes, but the skeleton contains 16. Doesn't say too much about the mannequin. It says many, but the looking, I mean, like how these legs doesn't look like a realistic human being legs. You may say it's a zombie, okay, but zombie, even the zombie have a proportional construction. Not female doesn't have this large, I say, shoulders and small butt, and whatever. So I don't know about this. It's 67 pounds. Don't my advice to you: don't try. I show you already what to try, and it works fine. So anyway, I will go back now for the shooting games, because many of the people who want to try to create their own games will look for to create shooting game, right? So I may go back again for my library if it comes up something more, or no. Okay, so I will go down. My library, yeah. Doesn't my library, come on, market. Place, then my library. Okay. Because it's a word here, so I should put off this. Okay, let me tell you or show you what I bought more. Unsuccessful use and things like that. Yeah, also this driver car pickup. Yeah, it says there it's used mannequin driver. I mean, like from the UA, from the Unreal Engine mannequin. Okay, it's used, but not to exchange your project with this, because your project BP blueprint, you will have already your blueprint with your mannequin, and this car have a mannequin which you can use there with his own project blueprint. So to bring his blueprint on a project in your blueprint project, at first you need to exchange I mean to import also his movements there, the animation of driving and taking the car. But even that way, he doesn't show any in his this I say tutorial. He doesn't have a video tutorial. He just have how to do that. I try several times. I try many ways, but it's at the moment is impossible. I even asked him here, if you see in the and this is my message to him. I said, please do a video tutorial on how we can import in our project this car, blah. But he doesn't. It's just like repeating like a robot again and again. Read the tutorial, and the tutorial doesn't say too much about the blueprints bringing his blueprint to your blueprint. Now, about blueprints, I have in this project, I just download yesterday one pack with some helicopter and cars, this kind of vehicles. I don't know if it's here. No, you will not find here. Anyway, have a is not on this project. This project is without that, but that project which I purchased yesterday with the helicopter and things like that have a kind of a plugin which you in the folders which you just track and put in your blueprint, and you will be able to use that car, but not the first player, but only the third player. You will be able to use the tank, vehicle, and the airplane. And how it's called that? I have a lot of things here. I want to drivable vehicle pack. Yeah. So this is a quite very cool pack. Okay, this is very cool pack. You can use the helicopter and have this helicopter. You can use all these different type of cars there. Okay, this is that you can use it. But if you bring in your project this BP, the light tangle from the your computer, I mean tapping the button to open, will not open. So you will need to go in the back of the blueprint, open, and the lights to stay light if you have night or things like that. But will not work some of the tank, like viewing the first person like this to shoot directly. This will not spin left to right the gun, but also just if you spin the car to shoot the thing, the other soldiers. But anyway, you will not be completely disappointed, because the price on this, it's just doesn't show here price because I already purchased, is like 18 British pounds or even less than that. So you will be able to use this and also the helicopter if you import it. If you import your project in his project, that will be more working everything perfectly, but your own player may not be able to run and may not be able to aim his gun, but just shoot and things like that. But anyway, you will not lose money with it. It's cheap, doesn't cost that much, and maybe the technique things more. I need to see how I can use his pack in my project, not my project in his project. Okay, anyway, so I was okay with this. You can try it. It's called drivable vehicle pack. You also have other drivable vehicle which I didn't try, but you may see there the prices are like 24 pounds. This is only 12, which you can try to see how it works because it's cheap. And anyway, but I was happy with it, but not perfectly happy because I can't use in my project 100% his blueprint. Anyway, you will not lose money. You can even use as an object in your scene to boom, to explode or things like that. What I have more here in my library to show you, which sample. Okay, so I told you before, don't buy this, and also don't buy this. Go more down. I have other things there. Survival game. I don't know. This is free. Huh? I don't remember about this. yeah, this project I try. Also, I bought from this guy. I tried this project, but I can change the mannequin also. But inside there, when you want um, not to shoot, to change some weapons or things there, it says on the description that press I don't know what button there, VX blah blah blah, what you don't have in your keyboard on your computer, and may be useful only for if you play with the remote control, like a PSP controller, things like that. But oh, you can see here, click LBM, yeah, to use weapon, hold LBM to blah blah blah. Now what that is, LBM, I don't know, because if I try to put on my keyboard on the computer, pushing L in the same time with B and P, with M and B, doesn't do anything. Or I try to push R, M and B, doesn't do anything. So I think these are for remote control. But what is the key on the computer? He didn't say nothing. Now you may need to go in the back of his blueprint to find out exactly there on the input what key he used for the computer, to be able to find what key to to use there and whatever. So this pack, I don't know what to tell you, better to buy or not, but at the first viewing things, if it's telling me this description without telling me also the computer, I mean, he tried to do economy of words and doesn't write there also for computer how to use, is a little bit you know, like dirty, doesn't, I don't know, doesn't show as a serious to me. Now go back to my library. I have there more other things. Twin Danger. Oh yeah, I remember this. I remember I cry all day for the 48 pounds. So nearly 48 pounds I think was costing me Twin Dangers anime set. So what I was thinking when I was watching the video, I was thinking that this is a BP character, and you just exchange the mannequin, then you just exchange your enemy mannequin, then will work fine as a project. But no, what he shows here, what is selling here, is just an animation. So you will need another 2 years or 3 years from your life to practice how to create blueprints animated between characters fighting, you know, positions, turning, so you will need another 3 years from your life to be able to use this pack if you are a beginner. You understand? So if you watch his video there, preview in the YouTube, you may think like, oh, it's a cool, I want to purchase this because I want to make my fighter from the scene to do like that and da-da-da and da-da-da. But no, it's just animation. Then you will need a lot of knowledge to be able to use this this pack. Come on YouTube, I will pause a little bit. Okay, so you can see here, you may say, wow, what a cool animation, I want this my character to do wow with the zombie like that and blah blah blah. But after you lose 48 pounds, you'll find out it's just animation, and how you can use this animation, maybe just exporting this animation on the 3D Max program to create animation, whatever, in the YouTube, or for maybe iClone or things like that, to create animation, but nothing more than that, because to create a full blueprint with it, you will need another 3 years from your life to spend to be able to do that. So you will just lose 48 pounds. And I tell you something about animation. I think the Eola, how you say that in English, Eola from Unreal Engine, you will be able to use these animations and things like that only in Unreal Engine. If you try to use another program, the copyright, you'll have a problem with the copyright, because you need to use this only in Unreal Engine market things. I mean, like not market, games, things like that, not for other game company, and not for your own 3D Max or I clone or my animation, whatever. So I will go back from this bullshit thing, 48 pounds from my life, or 1 day of work, more than that, and I will go to another video. So my advice to you, don't try this, because it doesn't have on the description there, doesn't say nothing about it's not a blueprint. Guys, wake up, it's just animation. Don't purchase if you need to create a game. It's not a game project. Okay, he doesn't say too much about that, and after you purchase, he can't return the money back. Now what I want to show you more about my lost is what I lost on the market. Subway Underground. Wow, this is it's like, don't even think about. I go to this guy, his market, then his account there, then I purchase already from him this pack, which is called Classic Mansion. I find it on a cheap price. The real price is like nearly 65 pounds. Then I find it one day cheaper for discount around 40. I purchase. This is a good pack on his thing. It's very interesting, cool mansion, horror mansion. Have a lot of rooms. Then you don't need to do any setting on the blueprint. You just import in your project. The mansion will work fine. So your character from your own project will be able to enter on all those rooms through the doors without need to activate some door. It will be like automatically. You can go from there and there without any settings or things like that, and are quite very cool. How to say, 4K texture, and it's like you'll get lost in this mansion. That many rooms have, and this you enter from one to the other one, and it's quite cool. My advice to you, it's better to purchase this if you want to use a horror game. But if you decide after you purchase this, which works fine, if you decide, and also your mannequin will go here, this is what I want to mention, if you decide to purchase also from his this one, which is the real price will be like 27 pounds. Now you can't see the price because it's in my card already. If you purchase this, it's disaster. It's disaster. You can't do nothing with it. You can use just like a demo on your project. If you try to import this, all these things already created, nothing. You will not be able to bring inside your character, because he is a matinee character. Even if you delete his matinee character, even if you even if you delete full of his project mannequin, cameras, things like that, you will still not be able. Even if you go to setting on map and changing, and any mode you try, you will not be able to succeed to play on this game. The only way which you will be able to use is that you can look on the other people tutorials how to create a second mannequin player, and when you will hit on that button, if you fix on your computer, then will come a second player mannequin. Then you will be able to use that mannequin here, but that mannequin with the second player may not have the weapons, or may not, even if it's attached in his hand, the weapons may not be able in his project to bring to take the weapons from the floor and to shoot, maybe things like that. So how you can use this asset is only taking out these trends, these separate things, and create your own environment with his things there from his thing. So I try to tell him on the things there, on the message, please help me, blah, blah. Look, no answer. Then again I try again, no answer. So after you purchase, he don't give a shit about your money or life. You can sleep on the garbages on the street for purchasing things. He will not give a shit about that. He will use your money. And you see here, is this just a demo, is my question to him, and he don't even say anything. So if you want to save your money, don't lose on this project. Okay, more other things from my sad purchasing things. Yeah, it's maybe we'll go up. Particle. These characters are free from Unreal, so you can go there to purchase. Real life link. This navigation. I also have more other things there. What I want to show you is Middle East. Okay, this Middle East, which I have it, it works fine. So you can try to purchase if you need like a Arabic. Come on, show me the picture. Okay, it doesn't show now. The computer, the internet works slowly. If you need like Arabic type of like you know, like this kind of Egypt, you go and or like another places where you find the terrorists there and fight them, this will work fine. But when I find this was discount, was a half price, was £35, then I purchase. If you see now on the market, it will be like £67, so double price, or 70 pounds. Then I don't know if you will be happy with it to purchase. But anyway, works fine if you need things like this. But when you see the video on his thing there, you may imagine that wow, it's a big scenario I can use there. But this street is not very big. Is you go from one side to another one and it's finished. If you want to create more, you can he have this object buildings which you can put more there in the back and create a large area with it. So it's okay if you want to have kind of like you need some attachments for your horror thing, like garbage, this blueprint, like assets to bring in. You can do it. So it will work fine. Even if your character, you can come in, export it or bring it into your project, and it will work fine. So that's one thing which you can go on his thing there to find. Then more this meadow environment works fine also. If you need like a nature pack with the trees, things like that, doesn't load that fast now, but you can read the meadow environment set. Yeah, this works fine. The price is a little bit expensive, £60, but you have flowers, you have inside a lot of grass, you have a lot of trees, you have a lot of optionals, how to create your own bridge, also the down floor, the things. So it will be good to purchase this if you need. Now a very hot, yeah, this one is the pack. Yeah, so look, all of this you will be able to use and to bring in this scenario, to bring your own mannequin from another project. I mean, export this project in your own. Here is a link on the YouTube. I don't know why I can't take a copy of this or double click on it. I can't. But anyway, you will be happy with it. I tell you, you have these things, stones, and it's quite interesting. And all those things are photo scanned. It's very realistic looking scene, so you can use in your game. The water here doesn't do anything, but you can even bring your own water and exchange with this water. And if you try to step on this water here, your character will stay up to it. So you can make the setting to go in the mud there, or export another water. So this will be fine, but I tell you, it will be like 60 British pounds. What I purchased more, oh, this is a real happy, low poly, lovely guy who created. This is all only 19 pounds, British pounds, but you have a full jungle, and there you can bring your own character. Demo, YouTube, maybe you may see here. so will work perfectly. Even the sound inside, bird sound and everything will work wow, really wow. So my advice to you, if you need like a jungle pack, don't buy anything else, because you can find another jungle pack there for 60 pounds, and I don't know how cool will work, but this one is awesome. I tell you, it's awesome. You will feel like really in the jungle with your character. You can shoot their other enemies, you can bring inside maybe your house there, or I don't know, whatever, castle or a jungle or lady or jungle lady or a gentleman or whatever, and will work perfectly, tell you. So also this house, you can go there on this and climb and go up. Now first time you will not be able to play just to import it, I mean to import it his this scene on your project and to work just like that. What you need to do is just go in the setting on your project and type there your own project map. Then second thing is what you need to do, you go in there, you will see that app, you will see on your Unreal Engine. Here you will see Matinee. Then you open his Matinee. You will need to open his Matinee director and just I don't know, add. Okay, I will add now. I don't want to add a Matinee, but I just want to show you how is that. Okay, what you will need to go, you will find it here, his directory, blah 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 scene. In the left side here, you will have like one thing like checked. Yeah, how long will be that checked? You will not be able to see your mannequin inside on his scene. Yeah, but if you uncheck that from the directory camera, things like that, you uncheck that, then after you will be able to use your mannequin inside on his scene, and will work perfectly, tell you. So that will be very very cool. I said, my advice to you, don't lose this chance. I didn't try any other things. If I will have money, for sure I will go to purchase more from this guy. I don't want to happen the same thing. I mean, if I purchase, if you remember about what I told you before about the mansion there, I was happy with the mansion, and that's why I go to that guy before to purchase the underground, what I just showed you before with the underground. But surprisingly, the mansion worked fine, but the underground didn't. And when I try, and he replay for the mansion, because he knows that it works fine, but if you try to tell him, complain about the underground, he will not replay to you and you will just lose money. So my advice to you, let him freeze with that asset on his hands, and don't let him make money with it. If you want to purchase from him, you can go mansion, but not the underground. Okay, this guy with the low poly, yeah, what I just showed you before. Come on, low poly. Okay, you can try to go in his account to see what he have more there. Then if you try to risk, yeah, don't risk for the expensive things, just risk for the cheap things to see how it works first time. And if he have more than 2 or 3 products working fine, so maybe all other products will work fine. I don't know what advice to give you there, but you may find. Yeah, I don't know why the internet works so slowly. This I want to try this, but it's, you know, it's a little bit like 76 pounds. At the moment I don't have money, but for the future I may try this. But I don't want to cry for 76 pounds. If I cry for 19, it will be a different story. But you know, yeah. So he also have here for 19 pounds a pack with the money and the weapon, things like that. You can be able to import in your thing. So yeah, more other things about my purchasing from my library. I want to show you extended stand library. Infinity. I have here one pack SF. When is that? Okay. What I'm using now, and don't lose the chance to purchase this, is perfectly packed. I will return to you to show how it works. This is this first piece. If you really need shooting, this is the thing. Cheap, 27 pounds, 27 British pounds only, and works like unbelievable. And if you go to his own account, I mean on Google, if you type there, you may find many other plus things, like, you know, like free things which you can import to your pack, which is already you purchase it and will work fine. So I will talk with you about that later on. First, shooting story adventure, I don't know that. This I told you don't. First, some character controller. More. Come on. Material. Dessert. This dessert I bought already also, but you know, this is quite small and was not that expensive, but it's, you know, it's just this. And I mean, I don't know, this vegetation, if you need vegetation, my advice to you, go to another one which have a jungle, full jungle, have a lot of trees and a lot of bushes, and which you can use it on your asset. So more things. Okay, cyber environment kit. Okay, this one. I don't know, if you need a very short scenario, you can spend on this pack that it's not showing here. It's around 50 bucks, British bucks, like 49 British pounds. So you can spend, then after you will be able to use inside this. But video, these guys doesn't, they want to make it to force you to buy their asset, but they will never say that careful is a short scenario, it's just 2 steps and finish. He will show you things like that from different angles, then you will be fascinated. Wow, I love it. Let me try. I want to put my player. Now you may think this is another side of this, but no, it's just another angle of the camera. So this is another angle of the camera. You before you was there, you know, he shot from there. Now he returning back to the second angle camera, which you may think it's third, but no, it's that is the same. Yeah. So now up view again from the same location. Your camera before was just here a few seconds ago. Now your camera before was here, now is a little bit more back, and is repeating and is repeating and is repeating the same shit all over again. Then you may think, wow, a huge pack, and it's just a few steps. You know, if you use run with your character, you in the exactly 5 seconds, you from one corner to another one, you'll finish. So my advice to you, don't spend 50 British pounds on this. If you want to create your scene with this, maybe you may want to use this imported, create more, change the angle, or take this, change the angle, blah, create your, but you know, to create your own scene scenario, you need to spend like a few weeks, maybe a few days. Don't go to work, basic work, just spending on doing a different asset with the already asset you must have it. But anyway, so you do what you want, but my advice to you, don't try to purchase, because things like this, objects like this, yeah, with the SF and signs like this, we can find in the demo. If we go there, learn, we find a lot of free things. If we go in the free market things, we can find, so we can import objects like this. It's not necessary to, yeah. So don't touch this, my advice to you. It's up to you, do whatever you like. If you want to spend money for not so many things. Now we go further. Yes, we need to talk about this. Is emergency. So this guy is it's called ZZ GRTZZ. It's an alien name, because he is an alien which it's hiding under the human flesh. But don't trust this guy. Tell you why. I purchased first time this interaction, which works fine. It's 148 British pounds. If you exchange that rate in dollar, it's like 170 dollar, something like that, I think. Yeah. And the packet's cool. Now, what is the problem on the pack is the price. The packet's cool, it works fine. The only problem on this pack is that the player walking and running from left to right, if you use mouse button, you can see my other videos there. I just show this pack. It's like a Parkinson. When you want to move from your character to spin again, to turn in the right, his head movement will be like tuck 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 in the right, tuck 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 in the left, so it will be like a Parkinson move. But I don't know, if you want, maybe you can exchange that animation if you want to spend time on but the car, his car on Blueprint will work fine. I mean, like, work fine, you can use the car, but if you try to spin left or right from the car, will go like directly go left to an accident straight away. Well, doesn't have a good balance mobility on his car. That is one problem, a very very big problem, because if you want to use car which is already made, you don't want to spin like that like an idiot and go accident in the 2 seconds or 3 seconds. You want to be able to go a big area. Yeah. Now the problem on his pack is those zombies. Those zombies work fine on this pack, but the voice, oh god, the voice on his pack is disaster. Will force you to, because I think he made that voice, he made the voice by himself, and he is not an actor. I have some acting skills. I create my own free pack with zombies voice. If you are interested to download from me for free that zombie voices pack to use in your game, you just write it message, then I will send you the zip, then you will be able to use my own pack. And I tell you, I can even show you on this project how my zombies voices looks. Okay, but the voice there is disaster, so it will force you to take off the voices, to have no more voices for the zombie. This is one bad point. Second bad point is that all those zombies can't be exchanged easily with another characters, and I tell you why. This is not only one mannequin, they're inside. This guy is using also this guy head, and this guy is using also this guy leg, and this guy is using also this guy jeans. Also this guy is using this guy shirt, and this guy is using this guy head, and things like that. Now if you try to exchange this mannequin animation with your own imported cool zombie, which I just told you before, we can find a very cheap zombies. If you want to import that cool zombies here, you will not be able, because this character have 3 meshes in one. So how to erase the meshes, how other meshes to keep only one, is quite a little bit pain in the ass. You need a lot of learning and researching, and again, research will not allow you to go even for your work, basic work, because you need to spend time on learning and things like that. So I don't know what to say more about, but anyway, it's not like big. You can use like this those zombies, you know, in your scenario if you like those zombies. But I don't like that. Look at the quality. It's not 2019 or 2020 style zombies. It's like 10 years ago when the game company created zombies, something like that. It's not, you see, before when I show you that zombie pack which I purchased, have a real cool 4K quality, which is looks like this modern age zombies, not like this. Yeah, well, whatever. So you do what you want. My advice to you, do what you want with this pack if you want to purchase this, but works. That's the most important word. It says is that it works. Yeah, this pack. Now if you want to import in this pack things like he have their optionals, which he have this that add-on will cost you another 48 British pounds, nearly 50 British pounds, which is like nearly 67 $70. And from that pound pack you will be able to use, if you follow his mute tutorials and fast tutorials. You know what, he's moving like this, his mouse on the screen. You see this mouse? So you need to stop to make kind of slow motion to follow his mouse on the screen. And also he have mute tutorial, you see, mute tutorials. And anyway, after you lose exactly 3 hours and 30 minutes from your life, you will be able to use this. Yeah. Then after you will need another 3 hours from your life to lose on tutorial how to use this on door. I mean, like, to open the door. First time he will teach you on the how to open the door tutorial, and he will say that bring this door in the scenario. Once you bring in the scenario as a blueprint that door to be open with this, you will go after that 3 hours to succeed. The door will be used inside as a blueprint. But what about if I want to copy this door how you say setting and create, I mean, like, bring in another scenario, the same door, because he's not telling you how to bring that blueprint from your scenario in the library to use again and again and again. No, he tell you to bring it there, and you will lose 3 hours from your life to create that. And after 3 hours you will find out, oh, wait a minute, how can I copy and bring in my library to have there to save, to don't be necessary to lose for every door another 3 hours. So he have economy words, he doesn't want to say nothing. So from this part you can use only this, no phone. You will find any phone tutorial, and you will find also tutorial about gun, but mute, about the mine there, what he have, like a bomb mine, yeah, dynamite. He will have some tutorial, and on the middle of tutorial you will find out some blueprint is missing. He doesn't show from where he get that or that. He doesn't explain nothing. So this will be, in the end, my words is, this will be another 50 pounds from your life losing on the store for only for that the weapon, whatever, bar. Yeah. Then after you may want to purchase this will cost you another 95 pounds, British pounds, which is like nearly $120 American dollar, and this will not show you any tutorial on how you can exchange this mannequin with your own or with the Unreal Engine mannequin. Now, after long researches, I find by my own, and you can find in my videos there, you can find how to import this and how to exchange this player with your own player. And if you watch that tutorial, you will see you can succeed. But the point is that after you succeed with your own mannequin, the problem is that I don't know how to make the low level of those mannequins, these players, to don't beat me up that fast. I mean, in the few seconds they punch me just 2 times, bam bam, and I die. No, come on, it's not like that. It's not like that. I know you may say, oh, it's not fair, you can punch him 2 punch, he die, you punch him 2 punch, he die. No, it's not fair. Why? Because he is automatically moves. So he spin out. If I punch him here once, he will move in my back automatically. Yeah, because that is in the settings, and the AI thinking is computerized and thinking automatically where to go and what to do. But you, until your brain will tell you touch that button and things like that on the computer, because you are not using a PlayStation controller to be easy spinning, you'll use a computer. And if you are not very familiar with the computer keyword, this W blah 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 to go fast, left right to spin, that will be quite pain in the ass to beat up this fast. So I don't know, if you need a fighter, try scene with scenario fight, try, but you need to follow my tutorial in how to exchange this. If you don't try to follow my tutorial, you will not be able to find any, remember my words, any tutorial online about how to exchange this. So you need to go to find mine. tutorial. So this is one thing from this guy. What other thing is that if you have any complaint with this what you purchased, don't expect from this guy to answer. He will answer to you only if you say, wow, nice and cool game. He will say thank you. But if you say, wait, it's not working, that is that not working, you know what he will do? He will hide you from the YouTube. So he will hide your message and you as an account YouTube user. Anything you will say to him, he will not read, and no one will be able to read because he is sorry, I want to say what he is, but maybe I'm not allowed in the YouTube to say what exactly he is. But don't trust this guy. At first he's making huge prices. Second, after you lose the money on his things, will not answer back to your complaints. And what is my step about this guy, and not just this guy, all those guys who cheating on the market? The step is that I will create fake email accounts, then I will post all those rubbish assets on the free torrents. Then everyone in the world will be able to download for free those idiotic assets which are expensive, and also other I show you for different users. You will be able in the future to download those assets for free, because I will create my account and I will upload torrents for free, you understand? So that will be the future. Because I have a weapon about them. Not you know, they mute me if you try to report, or if you try to report to the market. These guys, I want my money back. Even the market will not give you money back and will send you back to him to arrange with him, blah blah blah, how to get the money back, and he will not answer for your message, and he will hide, and you will just lose, tell you. Okay, so this is one thing about that guy. Okay, yes, I think that's all about this. At the moment I don't remember buying something more. Maybe I have here, but at the moment I bought my other things like water, things like that. Other things for the moment I can't show you more. Now I want to return here. Yeah, so this pack which I show you before, first player, where is this? Show you. Yeah, you will find this. Yeah, this sign on the market is okay, first player shooter game starter kit 1.7. When you find this, don't miss the chance to buy it. Buy, I tell you, my advice to you is buy it. And why? Is only nearly 27 British pounds, nearly 30 pounds, let's say 30 pounds, but is perfectly. And I tell you why, I show you why. Because you will find in the market nothing else to use that much as this. First, any weapon here you find on this channel, it works fine. I mean, like, you can exchange you can exchange that the weapon with any weapon you bring out or you import and you download for free from the market. These are free from the market. You can download there from the library. Is always library open source, so you can exchange his weapon on this free market weapons. Also, if you go in tutorials, you can build your own flashlight for your weapon, and this will work already with the scope, guns, everything works perfect. So if you so he have this library of weapons. Okay, all these weapons. Now for each one of these weapon you can import a different blueprint, I mean, like a different object, a different character, and only with this you can make another 1,000 weapons. Only with this can make another 1,000 weapons. It doesn't matter how many weapons you want, you will have a lot of option here. Now he have in his pack here, he have also you can create your own ammunition for different guns to use it. Now also he have in this pack life so you can bring a life, pick up life. Yeah, wait a minute, let me go more further. I imported this life looking, yeah, thing from another like another object from imported as a FBX. Then I exchange, simple, I exchange here that character with this, which was like a square first time. Now I have my life, so the character will be able to repair his life when he pick up. And then you find in his library and you put it on the floor, so you will be able to find it on your scenario. Also the money pickup, you will find it. You can exchange this yellow thing with a money object or whatever you bring it. Malaya weapon, here first time he have a sword, but I didn't like that sword. You can use the sword, and I bring my my own knife, like army knife, so I can use this. Okay. And also you have bumps which you can throw. You can pick up from the floor or leave it on the floor and throw it. Okay. Then also universal items, you can bring anything, or like exchange this 1000 times, and you can exchange one of this. Maybe you find a t-shirt on the floor, or maybe find an apple on the floor, or you find anything on the floor, condom, whatever, on the floor. So you can pick up many items as you wish if you create from there, from the settings. So yeah, now if you see here, he have his weapon you can use on the gamepad and also on the PlayStation controller. Automatically it's made for. Yeah. Also he have a mesh. Yeah. Where is this mesh? So I need more to learn how to do that, to study from his tutorials, because he have a lot of tutorials also. Flash mesh or default source. So flash mesh you can put on the zombies to go jump out from them, but he already fixed on the zombies and his zombies blood. But if you have bring inside another, maybe normal humans, flesh, you can put on this type of flesh surface on them. Or like robots, you shoot on the robots to don't jump out blood from the robot, but to jump out like a fire or other thing. You have that. Also the barrel, you will find here, this barrel is to explode, so you can bring in your scene scenario like barrels. Also here you find like you can open the chest, inside you can find a mummy, or inside you can find weapons. You can set up like what you want. Now inside in here I bring some other things which is not his things, like my players, my robots, whatever, but you can find all these cars. They're cool, and it's already made for Blueprint. He doesn't do these cars, I'm sure. You find this on the free asset on the market, but he used that free asset to make I mean, like, why not? It's free to use. Nobody have a lesson how to bring in your scenario, so you will be able to bring this, like, yeah. But I don't know at the moment. I don't know how to set the different mesh of this to use a different car, because if I try to use a different mesh, I'll go a little bit crazy there, and I need to learn more how to do that. Yeah. Then you see here up, if you go up, you have an elevator automatically. Automatic elevator, you will have this thing. So from here you will be able, when you go through that side, you will be able to go there, just like in that movie Egyptian, with the, I forget what is the name of that, with the door with the water like this. You go in and you go in another dimension. So, but at the moment, to be straight with you, I don't know how to use this Blueprint. If I try to track from there on the channel, I don't know how to set to be in another side. I need to ask him how to do that and that. Okay, so also there you will find this place which is already done. with the zombie inside there. So if you jump from that location, I told you like Egyptian door, you'll arrive up there. Yeah. So here, what you'll find here when you use the car to come here or come by the floor, you'll find this zombie. At the moment, these are my zombies, which I import. I mean, I exchange his zombies with zombies which I talked with you before. I purchased from the market, which are real cool. Those are the zombies, and quite high details you watch on them. And also here, many examples of that cool zombies. Lovely man, to it more. You have all my, you see, what a cool zombie. Yeah. Without Joe, it's like a real scary, this guy. No Joe, you see. It's cool. And you can go to check by yourself that zombie. Also here on this guy with the weapons and shooting, yeah, have this guy who come to you, have a bomb in his hand. If he comes near to you, you'll explode, boom. So you can exchange this mesh like I did here with a robotic mesh. This is my robot which I bring in. Then when this guy comes, I can lose my life if he come near me with that in his hand. Also he have as enemies soldiers which you can exchange their mesh. I exchange their mesh with robots here, but you can exchange their mesh with soldiers, if you download or purchase or bring from that studio some cool characters, soldiers pack, or Maya, or Studio Max. You can import, you can use his own soldier, like just like my robots here, which I'm using on my scene. You see, I have cool robots which are working perfectly. Okay, so you'll be able to use. So my advice to you, don't lose this pack. Tell you, is a huge pack with a lot of things. There he have also the water, which when you will be in the contact with this water, your character animation will go like swimming, boom, straight away from blueprint, swimming. So swim in the water, you understand? So he have inside in the library the water. Just bring in your scene, any scene you create, bring that water, so your character will be able to swim in that water. Yeah, just like you see in the game, Tomb Raider game, when she swim in the water. So this is automatically. So this is his pack from like this. When you watch like this from up. Now if I try to interact, I need to play. Let me make it a little bit larger. Well, what I done, I want to make this is what I bring inside that female. I create my Angelina Jolie character, bikini, who goes around there. Okay, anyway, that you can do too. You can follow the tutorials. But what I want to say about these weapons from him, will look like this. You see my weapon in the hand will look like this first time, so you can attach any type of weapon there and will shoot just like this. You see, this will be a bomb. Okay, this okay, I can exchange with any other weapon. You can run. You can also, if you press this button, what is called tab, then you can have a third player. You see, you can have a third player, and when I shoot, it's coming. I can shoot and again go to the first player. You see, automatically. So it works. Wow, damn, a real cool guy. I love it. He's a Russian guy, but he's a cool Russian. I say other Russian with interaction was an idiot who doesn't answer to my comments. But this one is quite cool. I want to exchange this weapon with that weapon. Press E. Now you go with this weapon. You see what I talk about these things. This is these meshes which you can import for your characters. This is a bloody mesh. Well, maybe I did something strange inside. When I just installed this, was jumping out the blood. Yeah, flesh surface. So was jumping out blood, and from this was normal mesh. didn't, but maybe I changed something there inside. I need to go to see what I did wrong. So this is another weapon. This you can see tutorial online how to create this flash. You can exchange with the weapons like this, or he have also, you can have a menu, pressing E button, then you can see on the menu you can take off this this weapon what you already done, then unequip, take it out, put it loose, also unequip. Now your character will have no weapons, then you can interact like this, running and just jumping, okay, until you find the weapon. Once you find the weapon, you will be able to use the weapon. Now let me use another weapon. I will use this firing, okay, then I will go here, then use another weapon, this, okay. Now with the mouse rolling button you can exchange between weapons. You see, if I shoot with this, have different setting on shooting, yeah. I don't know, it's a little bit slow motion here shooting because sound and doing, because I'm using now recording screen, but when you are inside it will be more fast, like you see, this will work fine. Now if you exchange with another weapon, have a different setting, even this more fast. This is a AK-47. You can find this on the for free on the market. Now what I want to say about that menu, if you switch, I will take also this laser gun, take it, then you will find that in the menu. So if you press E button, you will find your weapons here, what you just collected, yeah. So I have this, I will drop, okay, unused. I want to use, instead of that one, I want to use maybe the laser, and you should say here equip, then will come, you'll find it up there. Close this, then now you have the laser, or exchanging a roll button from the mouse with another one, or exchanging back. Now the laser works like this, okay, or you can damage your enemy with it, all of the enemy. I think I damaged my barrels now because someone was jumping on it, so just like this, you know, bang. Now it's starting flame by himself, and it's already made that. Very cool. So exchange him with another weapon. Now I can shoot my enemies, okay, I will run to them. You see, even you see my screen now is a bloody like that. This, let me hide from these guys who are trying to kill me. Okay, so you see before on my screen was says like, was showing like a blood. When I was hurt, was like kind of a blood up, sides or backwards. This is from direction they shoot me. This I did. He have already inside this option, but I just changed the texture. Then I can, when they hurt me, now it looks more realistic. Because you may not like that type of texture what he used inside. Just take a look, you see how it's when they shoot me from side, yeah, or if I am with my back, you see. Now let me get ready of this guy, okay, change another weapon. Okay, this access denied I put by myself. These robots are not from his pack, this I created by myself. I mean not created, but imported. I purchased these robots, okay, from the how you say, from the web, and you can interact there with many of his things. The laser will be not that, I think this mesh is not created to explode. No, doesn't explode. Now, because I didn't create it. Now what you can use G, throw it, the grenade, it works fine. Okay, and if I go to E, to menu, okay, I can even change with different weapon there. Let's say this. But anyway, I don't want to make it too long because I already show you this. Now what I want to show you is that you can use those cars. Just go near them, press E, then you can use it like this. Okay. Now it's you can hear the sound is slow, works slow, and that because I use in use now I'm using this screen recorder, and this doesn't work fine. But when you are without using that, will work perfectly fine. So also have the weapon, and if you shoot this enemy will die. Then also another weapon. And see, this is the right button. Cool. Now I will leave this car away. Okay. Then also you can kill this car, like shoot on them, they will explode. Let me change another. Oh, come on. Okay. You see, also have this can be used to make them explode. You see, all of them works fine. Now you have also this door, which is automatically, you have a blueprint inside which you can use. So you can use any type of doors texture to create your own SF door. Now you can also use the elevator here. Where is that? Okay, elevator, press E. You see, the elevator goes up if you want to transport some things. Maybe let's say some another player wait you up, wants to take that weapon, then after you put it back down. Okay, like that. You see, work the elevator. Or maybe if you want to do some, I don't know, kind of Tomb Raider secrets, Egyptian entrances. Huh? Why? Press E. Okay, it's coming back now, you see. So like you see in Tomb Raider, they have a lot of keys. You find it, you need to find. After you find, you can make that, maybe let's say the big heavy box to go up, and from there interact with it or whatever. You can create kind of things. Like I can use this here to go with the elevator, like you see here, works fine. Then I can go on another side. Now you have this kind of if I step on this, you see, so works fine. Now what you have more here is another entrance there. If you go through this, like I told you, but I need to in the setting, you arrive in the other side here. You see, then here you will find this zombies. Yeah. Huh? Let me go there. My computer is very it's very hot now because I'm using all. Now it works like this. You can kill those zombies. What I need to do on these zombies, and I don't know how to do that, it's easy, is to create this, I mean to run to catch me, not just like, you know, like walking. I want to make them run to come to follow, to get me, because when you will be there inside, they will come to you. By the way, this is my voice. Oh, I died. The guy with the robot comes to attack me and I died. Now you can also use this as I forgot to mention that E button, and you can go up. You can use this inside in your scene. Also trampoline. Where is, you see, I can jump from there very far if I want. Also this big trampoline, if you jump on this will send you directly on that wall or things like that. But I will use now this main entrance. Okay, then I will go to this zombies. place. This guy is shooting me. Okay, what I want to say before is about my zombies from here, my scene, have a voice. That zombie's voice, it's my voice, so if you need the zombie voice, you can just send me a message, then I will send you the zip link or address where to get the zip link for free. Okay, not for money, for free, 100% free, so you will be able to use it in your game, which you will sell that game, or even in your projects. If you sell a zombie project, you can sell that. But if you need to mention that my name, it's created by me, my voice, I do the acting voice, so you can see how. This is one voice, yeah. Let me shut this down. Okay, now let me see another voices. Anyway, you have like 11 voices. Now all of them doing in the same time, you can't realize exactly what voices are there, but I have also this type of like a or like a you know, like a things, many things like that you can find inside about in this zip if you ask me about. So I can give you the link, or I can post soon the link there. So these zombies, you see, they're killing me, but they don't run to catch me. This is what I want to fix, and I need to ask him, and he needs to answer me if he wants. Anyway, he doesn't need to answer me now because I'm happy with all his pack, but I really want to know how I can exchange those zombies to run to catch me, not to walk to catch me, but to run, you see, or maybe to have a zombie walk, because it's walking too much like a human, you see. Then if I go to exchange this zombies pack and these zombies walk, I'm afraid that I will exchange also my walk with the zombie walk, you understand, because I can go in that to exchange a different animation for the zombie animation when they walk, but I'm afraid that I will exchange also my own player walk with the zombie walk. So this is I don't know exactly what to change and things like that. So this is about all, because I don't want to make 3 hours. It's already 1 hour 22 talking. So I think you get a lot of knowledge what to buy, what to not buy from me, not from me, from the market, and things like that. I think I have another example here, but I forget what I want. I wanted to show you one more project what to not buy, but I don't know where is that. Also, is a kind of a guy on there online. You can't find his asset on here on the market, but he sell like 30 pounds, and he tell you there, if you can use this on your project, blah blah blah, but the animation is from Mixamo, and your character can spin, can roll, can blah blah. Can't. You need to lose hours and hours and hours for blueprint tutorials, then you'll not succeed. But if you ask him questions, he'll never answer back, and things like that. So what can I say more? I think it's all about today. I already spent 1 hour talking, 1 hour 20. I need also to go outside to buy some food. We'll be closed soon. So anyway, if you want to ask me something, ask me. If you don't want, and that's all. Have a nice day, and thank you for listening to me.